Thanks for joining me on this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also be sure to follow me on these other social media platforms. Links are in the description below. Alright, have not fans, we're going to talk about one of the steamiest moments of the black man, which was at the end of the episode when, and I'm guessing, an Italian man put the moves on Katheryn. And I joked about this in my episode review, but remember that after one or two kisses, Hannah was like, no, Derek, we need to slow down. I'm waiting until I get married for sex. And after only one kiss from Katheryn, that was it. Like, her shirt came off. I mean, she helped Broderick out of his suit and tie, pulled down his pants, and it was on. So the question is whether or not Broderick is interested in Katheryn, or if it's just, you know, the power that comes with her. I see a lot of RK in Broderick in terms of, okay, he notices a lot of power and money from a older woman and isn't opposed to being, you know, adding a sugar mama to his life. And, you know, Broderick said this early in 2018, talking with Rocky behind the scenes in regards to, just watch, she's going to be on my arm. And Rocky is, you know, hey, man, we got a good thing going here with the prostitution ring at the hotel. So if you do this, you might actually blow things up, and not in a good way. Basically, I'm thinking that, you know, they had a steady side gig aside from, you know, being a bartender and running the front desk and whatnot. But he wanted the big haul. He wanted to come up and quick. And Rocky is cautious because it's like, look, if you mess with somebody like a Katheryn Cryer, that ain't going to be too good if it goes down south. So let's just keep our operation going the way it is, and let's not play our hand. Let's not, you know, bust. You know, what is it? What's that game? Catch 21? Blackjack. But in this situation, I don't know. I mean, the more those two interact, the more I'm just like, I'm feeling an attraction. I mean, Katheryn is kind of like, you know, well, she hasn't had any, you know, good in a while. I mean, her and Jim did it like in season 4, but, you know, hey, that was like for old time's sake. But to have a young, good-looking man coming on to her like that, she probably hasn't felt that feeling in a while. So she probably isn't opposed to being a Veronica in the sense that she doesn't mind playing around with Broderick, but I don't know if she's looking into it as a serious thing like he is. I think that when it comes down to it, like even in the next episode, like, what do you want, a promotion? You want to be manager, general manager, or whatever? He's like, that would be nice. I think it's one of those things where he'll slowly progress in taking the ill-gotten gains, if you will, from Katheryn. You know, it'll just be trickled down. I feel like, and this is just me predicting, I feel like this is something that will be stretched over the next season, where he will gradually be given stuff by Katheryn, but then he will pretty much jump the gun, so to speak. Pretty much, you know, Katheryn will give him a level 7 car. I'm just making up some like video game terms. He's moving up to level 7 with Katheryn in terms of each level yields bigger rewards. But instead of, you know, gradually moving to level 8, 9, and 10, he wants to jump straight to level 15, and by doing so, he's going to lose the game. I could see that happening because him and Rocky will probably have behind, you know, in the back room, storage room conversations about what's going down, and then Rocky is going to warn him to be cautious, but then he's going to play his hand, and then Broderick's going to lose it all. I could see that happening, but I will admit, I do like watching those two on screen together. So I don't really know what Broderick's true intentions are. As far as we do know, it's about money and power, but will things change along the way? Kind of like we suspected things to change with Erica, that it started out as a con, but over time she would eventually begin to feel for David. But we later learned that isn't the case. It was all a scam the entire time, especially after that firefighter recognized her, as well as her taking the ovulation test, trying to get pregnant as a backup plan. So will the same hold true with Broderick? We'll just have to wait and see. But once again, just like Derek, I'm really interested to see where this character goes on the show. So shout out to Giovanni. Be sure to follow him on social media. I'll put a link to his Twitter and Instagram in the description below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you in the next video.